Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mild Chaos podcast. I'm your host, Casey.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Morgan Victoria.
You can follow us on Instagram at Mild Chaos Pod, as well as TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mild Chaos Pod, or just search up Mild Chaos, will pop up. But we have been gone for a minute, but we're back with the jump off. That was cringy, but yeah, we've been on a hiatus. We've been doing a lot of things together, so we're back now, and we're gonna talk about the things that we've been doing. I guess you could say, I guess it was like a mini vacation, not really, but it was cute. So, I guess we could first start with, we went to this festival in Philly. It's called a Dune Day. It happens every single year in South Philly. And how would you describe it?
I think, isn't it the biggest African festival in the country?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think I read that. Maybe in terms of
Kayla?
What'd you say?
Have you gone? Like before?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So that was your first time.
Yeah, this is my first one.
Cool.
I think you meant, did I go this year with you?
No, I know that we got
Okay.
the three of us. It's been the three of us. The gang's all here. If y'all get that reference. If y'all are watching us, y'all would see what we just did. A SpongeBob reference. But yeah, it is pretty big. Lots of vendors. They yell Adunde a lot. So lots of African like heritage and like just like arts and creatives and music and family, friends, food. Like it's just a really nice event. I've pretty much gone every year except for the COVID year when they canceled it, and then last year. But I've gone like very frequently. It was a little different this time. We went a little earlier in the day, and I'm just so used to like meeting up with friends and stuff. But this year was kind of off for everybody. Like not all of my friends like went, but it was still really nice. I got an anklet that I have on right now. I usually get waist beads, but I'm a dummy and I wore a bodysuit, and yeah, but it was fun.
It was very hot.
It was very
Gosh, it was very hot. But I got waist beads. And then we went to this food truck. The chicken was great, but the mac and cheese tasted like charcoal.
mac and cheese was trash.
And the yams were good, really good. But I was sad because I really wanted some good soul food. I haven't had really good soul food in a minute.
Oh, they had funnel cake in a bag.
Yes, that was innovative.
It was good.
It was
Like if you've had funnel cake before, you know the biggest pain point is that the powder gets everywhere and it's just like on this flimsy paper plate usually. But they put it in a bag. It was great.
And the funnel cake was even good, like heated up that later that night. Because usually when you heat up funnel cake, like you have to eat funnel cake in one sitting.
Right.
It's not good. But when I got back to DC that night and I ate the other half, I'm like, oh, this tastes like it just came out the fryer. Like this is good. So, shout out to that funnel cake place because, yeah.
I don't remember seeing them before, but
yeah.
Nice addition.
Yeah, it was nice. And then I believe it was that next week we went to New York for Juneteenth weekend, and that was really nice. I mean, we didn't really have like an itinerary like we usually do, so that was kind of nice. But on Thursday we missed our train. That's what happened.
Oh, right.
I've never missed anything like transportation wise ever. So I was like freaking out a little bit, but then I was just like, we're gonna make it. It's okay. We were so close. Like when we walked in, y'all, they literally closed the gate. Like the train just left when we stepped in. Had we been there like a few minutes earlier, we probably could have got on.
And the crazy part is, it's like when we were in the car, we had so much hope. Like
I really did.
we had so much hope because there was like a lot of traffic due to an accident, and I kept checking the GPS. It had us getting there at like when was our train? 5:18. It had us getting there at like 5:03. Then the time kept going up and up and up, and then it kept going down. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And we were trying to decide, do we get another train? Do we just wait? Morgan was about to call Amtrak and say, wait for us.
Oh, the train. I did call y'all, but it was like a robot, and y'all know how that goes. Them robots, they be trying to talk to you. You be hitching
Yeah, Morgan started
zero,
calling
star,
as we were
nothing works.
pulling up.
Right. But we ended up getting a later train. We only had to wait an hour. We almost got a sooner train, but that
It worked out better because it was
Yeah.
more expensive.
yeah, it definitely worked out better. But it was a cute little train ride. I mean, from Philly to New York, it's not that long at all. We arrived, we went over to Brooklyn to stay at our friend's apartment. She graciously, is that the word?
Yes.
Let us stay at her place for 4 or 5 days. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we was there for a minute.
We were there for a minute. And then I believe that next day we went into the city and we just had a day. It was pouring raining, but we didn't let that stop us from having a blast. We went to this, not really museum, like an exhibit thing.
Kind of
Like an interactive
That's-
art.
yeah. Like an interactive
It's literally called Enter.
exhibit.
I think like it's starting the word interactive, like it's
Mm.
called Enter. You're supposed to enter like a new dimension, and they gave us glasses and those 3D glasses. It was really cool though.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I made a
What did you
TikTok about
think?
it. Y'all want to watch it? Follow me
Yeah,
on
go watch that. But yeah, it made you think. Like, it was weird, but I liked it. And then at the end, you could like see yourself in all the rooms. Not to spoil.
That I think was my favorite part because y'all pointed it out because I didn't know what was going on in the little bubbles. And like I thought it was so cool that they like just repeated the video. We didn't even know we were being recorded, which is crazy. That's kind of scary actually. Did we have to sign a waiver or something?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Did we sign anything?
Oh, we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh dang, I done signed my facial rights away. An AI bot is gonna turn me into something now. But they were continuously recording us and we were part of the art, which was very cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
We also saw somebody like taking pictures in the streets, which was really nice, very New York.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was cool to me. Like
That inspired me. I don't know like to do what, but it just did.
just inspiration.
Yeah, like that was cool. And then I think it stopped like raining, which was nice. And then we just walked around Little Italy, Chinatown.
They blend together.
Soho. Yeah. It's like one street you're on Little Italy, the next street you're in Chinatown. Soho, NoHo, Nolita, like that whole area. Morgan made a purchase.
I did.
You did.
Oh yes. I did.
do you want to talk about it?
That's on my TikTok too, yo.
It's crazy because I've been on Pinterest and I keep getting ads for that place now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it right. I think it's Polin, but they are a Spain-based company, but France. I don't know. France does everything. But I think their roots are in Spain and they make all leather bags. So it was a luxury purchase. It wasn't like it's like luxury in the sense of like it's used with leather, but not luxury in the sense of like people know the name at this moment. So like I didn't get a Louis bag, and Louis really doesn't even use leather. So that's another discussion we could talk about, fashion. But yeah, it's a soft leather bag. It's timeless. It's black. It's a shoulder, but it also turns into a crossbody. I did make a video on it. So y'all can watch that on my TikTok too. I've been posting a lot more. So yeah, it was great. The whole experience was great. I want another one. So I'll save up for it, but I do want another one. I'd rather get one of those than like Gucci, Louis, whatever. Like, yeah,
It's a nice, quiet luxury brand.
yeah. And it's nice. Like the store is beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
It's
Mhm.
gorgeous. And they embossed my initials on the bag on both straps. So I have a gold MB on both of my straps. So it's my bag. Nobody can take my bag from me. They
And if
can, but
you
it'll
do,
say MB.
right, and you can track it down. So that's
Right.
part
That's
about
my bag. But yeah.
yeah, then after that, I think we walked around. Did we eat that day?
Oh, we ran into that TikTok guy.
Oh
He tried to
yeah.
get us to eat, but I don't we must have ate something because none of us were really like hungry at that time.
Oh, we got breakfast sandwiches from the bodega, but that was earlier in the day.
Maybe it was late enough for us not to be hungry though.
I don't remember eating again.
We went to Patsy's
Right.
later and
Yes.
yeah.
Thank
But
you.
the TikTok
Okay.
guy, I don't know if y'all seen him, but like there's a girl that posted this guy who's just like, hey, like eat at my restaurant. He's a little quirky. He was very quirky in person too. Like Casey was mainly the one talking to him. But he like ran away from us after did he give you like a
Yeah,
discount card?
he gave me like a business card or whatever. And like right when he handed it to me, he just walked away. And like I was just like, oh, is the conversation over? Like
The conversation was over.
I wasn't
There-
aware.
There was no closure.
Like I was ready to chop it up a little bit more, but there was no closure. There wasn't like, okay, see you guys. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, so y'all aren't gonna eat right now. Here's a business card. I'll see y'all later. So that was funny. I
Yeah.
don't even remember the name of the place. I think it started with the C.
He's outside, y'all. Y'all walk down Little Italy, y'all find him.
Y'all see him. But yeah, like Morgan said, we went back to Brooklyn after, and then we went to Patsy's. Their pizza's just so good. Those fries were like crazy.
The truffle fries.
Oh my gosh.
They're really good.
In podcasts, people, I am a French fry connoisseur, okay? Those fries were ridiculous. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if we were dipping it in butter or like mayo. Like, I don't know what that sauce was.
I don't even remember a sauce. I probably was dipping it though.
You said it was butter.
Oh,
Was it? I don't know, because Najera
Fred.
was like, is this butter or mayo? Like,
That was not butter.
it tasted like butter. It felt like butter. I don't know. I don't know what the French do,
Can't believe it's not butter. I
but
don't know what it was.
it was so good.
Maybe we can look it up online.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so good. I love when like French fries taste potato-y, like
And crispy.
crispy on the
Like,
outside,
soft.
soft on the inside.
Mm. But yeah. After that, I think we just like chilled for the rest of the night. Oh, we watched Bratz in the Click.
Oh yeah.
Hilaire. Yes, we
Hilaire.
watched that. And then we just chilled for the rest of the night. That was the night where I was trying to find dairy-free ice cream and couldn't find any at all.
Oh, I got Chinese food for $8, y'all. Like, I don't think I've had like a Chinese food platter that cheap in a long time. So shout out to Brooklyn. Because when I buy Chinese food at home, it costs me $23, like at minimum. So
I didn't know it was $8.
it was $8. I was like,
Bucks.
and it was a little dirty. So it was good.
Mhm. Yeah, the place was a little seedy. A little bit.
But yeah. But you did find something, right?
Yeah, we ended up doing Uber Eats, but the ice cream wasn't good. Like it tasted like, have you ever tasted ice cream that melted and then you put it back in the freezer?
Mm-hmm.
Texture
Just don't
changes.
taste the taint. Yeah.
That's what it tasted like. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next day was the block party,
Mhm.
which was fun. we went to Harlem we went to this block party. It was like an Afro beats. They played every
They
kind of
played everything. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we was in there singing gospel songs outside in the middle of Harlem. Like,
Yes.
It was a good DJ.
it was.
Mhm.
A woman too. I love women DJs. The women DJs killed it in our New York weekend. Like, yeah. Kayla, I wish you were at the food fest, which I think was like our last day,
Yeah.
the day before our last day. But she killed it too. Like the music was off the chain this weekend or past weekend.
After the block party, like I think everyone was just tired.
Yeah. We did try to go out, but
It wasn't a good
the,
place.
the vibe was just low. I know I was tired. So yeah. Then we went to sleep. Sunday?
Sunday we got up.
Do
We
we
Did
do
we
we want to
sleep?
talk about what happened in the middle of the night?
There's
Is that a yes?
three different viewpoints to this story. So I'm gonna let Kayla go first because you were the only one that was really awake. So
I still never told mom. Did you tell her?
you
Yeah,
didn't tell her?
I told her, but I think she needs to be told again.
She wasn't listening, probably.
No.
Yeah, so it was the middle of the night, and I'm just watching videos on my iPad because I'm an iPad kid.
Mhm.
And and I'm kind of about to go to bed, like fall asleep. So I'm switching to the other side. And then as I'm in the middle of it, Casey opens her eyes and she looks at me and she sits up and starts screaming like she's being attacked.
Oh my
and she started pushing me a little bit, and I'm just trying to hold her, and I'm like, Casey, it's okay, you're fine. And then you were kind of speaking gibberish, so I thought you were still kind of asleep because Casey talks in her sleep a lot too, so I didn't know what was going on. Morgan lifts her head up and she's like, what was that?
My heart was racing, y'all. Like, I mean, racing. It was like a horror story scream. So it so my point of view, I just dozed off like literally like 10 minutes before that because I looked at my clock before I went to sleep. Literally, I went to sleep. I was like, oh, okay, it's 1 a.m. Let me close my eyes. Literally at like 1:11, I woke up to the screaming. But in my like sleep stage, I thought like dogs were like coming in the apartment and like busted down the door. So my heart is like, until I realized, because Kayla was like, I think she's still sleeping. And Casey was like, no, like I'm up now. And I was just like, wow, like it was scary.
Yeah, I
I was-
don't like. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say I was scared to go to sleep myself.
My heart.
And I kept looking around because I'm like, what did you see?
She saw you.
Yeah, I don't remember like dreaming about anything like crazy like that. Like I do remember screaming.
Mhm.
Like I remember that. And I remember like looking out because the way I was sleeping, we were on an air mattress. The way I was facing the door. So
Mhm.
like it was the door in like the little hallway and it was pitch black. So I was thinking back, I'm like, okay, like maybe I did like subconsciously see like a figure in the hallway. But I think, Kayla, when you moved, I think that's really what triggered it. When you said that you adjusted, I think that's what triggered me to scream because I think like I already thought I saw something and then you moved.
But it's like I moved, you open your eyes, and we were staring at each other for a few seconds. Then you got up and screamed.
Y'all, I don't like, I'm cracking up because just imagine you sleep in the middle of the night, you hear a horror story scream. Like, Oh, it was so,
I don't
that was crazy.
I don't think I could scream like that on demand. Like if someone told
No.
me to scream, I can't scream. I sound like a horse. Like,
My
but
eyes.
after that, I felt so embarrassed. My heart was beating.
I
My
keep
heart,
replaying it in my head.
my heart was
Oh,
beating so fast to the point where I was shaking. Like
yeah.
I was really shaking. I felt so embarrassed. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was just scrolling on TikTok trying to go back
Yeah.
to sleep.
It took me a minute to get my heart rate back down.
Oh my gosh.
And when you did fall asleep, I was scared to move because I didn't want it to happen again. But I wanted to move so badly.
Yeah.
Gosh. It's
Oh,
funny you brought that up because when I woke up the next morning, like I didn't feel too well
mhm.
and my throat was like sore.
Yeah, I bet.
It wasn't the type like, oh, I'm sick sore. Like, no, it was sore. So, and it's funny because this morning, I felt my throat felt like sore again, like that same feeling. And now I'm just kind of like scared
I'm
because
like, am I screaming in my sleep?
am I talking in my sleep?
You're
Like to
definitely talking.
myself? Like
Oh,
I felt like I got punched in the face last night.
ooh.
Like it was crazy. So I don't know. Like I'm just nervous that one day I'm gonna get up, like sleepwalk.
Yeah, that is kind of
Let
scary.
me knock on wood. Cause Kayla, knock on wood. That's not wood.
It was wood.
What was it?
The TV table.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that was yeah. I'm embarrassed.
Don't be
Nah, it
embarrassed.
was great, honestly. Like, y'all know when y'all haven't laughed like a good laugh in a while, like that did it for me. Even though I was scared, like it was hilarious. But yeah, it is kind of scary to talk in your sleep. Like Casey like says full sentences, which is kind of crazy. Like I had a roommate and she would just mumble, but like none of her words make sense, but they're words, which is very interesting.
Like you can have a conversation with Casey.
I will never do that though. Like Kayla does it, I would never do. I would never do that because now I'm scared. I'm gonna like scare her.
And I was screaming.
But sometimes she will wake up.
Can you imagine waking up to me talking to you, Case?
I'll be like, why are you talking to me?
Right over you, like, hey.
And then I might scream.
Oh my
Oh, wait,
God.
real quick though, it was crazy because when I heard Kayla say, I think she's asleep. And then I
Yeah,
think that's when I woke up and I was just like, I'm not
yeah.
asleep.
That's when I got up because I got up and I was looking because I
I
think I
saw
was
you
trying to
looking.
figure out what was going on. And she looked at me and was like, I think she's asleep. And that's when you were like, no. Like, so yeah. That's why I was like, Caleb really is the only person that was awake during that. Because we had three different things happening. Like,
The funniest part about it is that we just all kind of just laid back down and didn't say a word.
so funny. Oh my
And then the
God.
next morning, Kayla was like, so do you want to talk about it?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Whew.
And it's funny because the friend that we were staying with, she was in her room. We were all in the
She didn't
living
hear
room.
nothing.
She didn't hear a thing.
But what the part that got me
Oh,
was when I said something, or me or you said something about like, oh, we thought I saw something. And she
mhm.
was like, well, I mean, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? I mean, because the way she said it, it was just kind of like she implied something.
I mean, it is an old building. Listen, me and Kayla live in a new building. I swear I got ghosts. So, like, our forks missing. We lost the knife. My mitt.
We have no silverware.
No, I ordered some today.
Okay.
But like even today, like literally, I had 3 different things fall over. Like my water jug that's on my top, it fell over. Literally, my whole floor was soaked because it was a gallon of water. That fell off. One of my things in the closet literally just fell. And then something else fell today. I think it was in the kitchen, but I couldn't figure it out. All I did was hear it. And I was like, you know what? I said, I'm going to just pray.
Ew.
Too much going on in here. But yeah, no, that was funny.
Oh man.
Whew.
Well,
I need to hear that again and again and again.
so then that day we kind of just walked around like the same area, Little Italy, Soho again. And then we went back to the apartment, and then we went back out and we went to this like food culture festival for Juneteenth. That was really nice.
Yeah.
They had like a couple of vendors, but it was mostly food. Backtrack. We went to this place called Bubby's for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
And they had really good biscuits. I enjoyed.
Biscuits were made with lard, y'all. Lard. Yes, I ate them and they were delicious.
They
But
were. And me and Kayla got chicken and pancakes. And the pancakes, they were a little gummy to me.
I didn't think they were gummy.
I did.
I got
But
grapes and I shouldn't have. They were disgusting.
if we ever went back, I would like try something different.
I
Because they
think
had
I would just
Toledo.
get biscuits.
Yeah. With a bacon, egg, and cheese on the biscuit and call it a day.
But
Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we also, I don't know if I feel like my days are blurring together, but something else that y'all can see on my TikTok is I went to, what's it called? Icon Magazine or something?
Yeah,
Iconic Magazine, in Nolita. And so they had like a co-star machine there. The information was confusing, but co-star is like an astrology app that I don't recommend to anybody because the owner has literally said that she trolls her users. So it was fun to like go and like do, but I don't support the app. So, but it was cute. It was like in the back of the magazine store. The magazine store is awesome. Like I would go in there and buy like everything. And the guy was really nice, the people that were there. But yeah, it was very cool. And I asked it if I was going to be rich, and it basically said, with hard work and determination, you can do it. So yeah. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. But yeah, we went twice. Well, I went the first time and got mine. And then, Kayla, why didn't you do it? You don't want to do it?
I just didn't care to do it.
Oh, okay. But it was cute.
Yeah, it was. I got this really good brisket from the food festival.
Yeah.
I was
Casey was
really
tearing that brisket
I was
up.
tearing it up.
She's about to kiss the chef.
And I even went to the guy and I was like, that brisket. Delicious. I said it exactly like that. And
Low tone.
he was like, thank you. Like, thank you.
Yeah, she was tearing that brisket up, y'all.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then that was really it. Oh,
They were playing double dutch.
yeah.
The
Double
music,
Dutch.
everybody was dancing.
They were playing house music, like real Chicago house music.
I saw a dog with sunglasses on. It was awesome. I
Okay.
asked the owner, I was like, can I take I kept trying to sneak a picture, but then I was just like, you know what, Morgan? He got a dog with glasses on. He don't care if you take a picture of his dog. I said, can I take a picture of your dog? He was like,
No, that's exactly what he did.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
It just hit me.
what?
The dog
at
at
the
bodega.
Funny moments this weekend, y'all, or last past weekend.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay, who saw him first? Because
Me.
okay, Casey,
Then
that's
y'all.
the tone.
Different point of
That's the
view.
story.
here.
Yes, another different point of view situation.
Oh my gosh. So we were in the bodega the first night and I saw this owner. Well, first of all, the owner, he had a long beard and it was shaped like this.
It was just straight and skinny.
It was just straight and skinny. And I want to say it was a color. It might have been like orange or red or something like that. But I know that's a thing people do.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Whew, okay. So I see him walk in with a dog. And at first, I do a double take because I'm like, okay. So the dog walks in and immediately goes to a corner. He goes to a corner and the owner goes like,
The owner was like,
oh my gosh, I can't. I'm crying real tears right now. The owner goes to the dog. He's like this. And the dog sits down. Okay.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Sorry, y'all. Oh. Wow. Oh.
Okay, I'm cool. I'm good. So it's not the fact that the owner went like, and the dog was well trained. Y'all, that dog looked like a creature from outer space. We have
Weird.
never seen a dog like that. And I really was gonna say something to you guys, but I was just like, nah, I'm gonna let it go. So
She
then,
sure did let it go because we was all caught off guard.
oh, go ahead. Ooh.
So wait, no, I think I saw it next because you were behind me, I think.
yeah.
So I'm walking out, I see something in the corner that I know wasn't there before. I look over, yo, this dog, it's a little dog, like a very little dog, but one of them long-haired dogs. Just imagine someone like chopping off the half of the hair of the dog. It was just so freaky. I think we were all just shocked. I tried not to look too long because I was scared. And I walked out. All I hear behind me is Kayla going, was that a dog? Or what did you say?
That's what I said.
So,
Oh my God.
it was so scary, y'all. Like, he really had like the top half of the dog shaved. And the face, oh,
I just,
Go ahead.
I have never seen a dog look like that before.
no, never.
I truly didn't know what it was.
Man, that was a dog I was
face.
not stopping to ask for a picture of.
No, it didn't have the face of a dog. That's the
It
thing.
was scary.
And it was thick. Like it was husky.
Yeah.
Like it had muscles to it.
It was a little but husky, half-haired dog. I wanted to see it again so bad because I when I tell y'all, I literally looked at like a glance, got scared, turned around, and walked out because I didn't want to look too hard just in case it like went into attack mode. Because I didn't see well, first of all, I didn't see the owner and I didn't see them come in. So you see something furry and small in the corner. It's like,
and when we say it was like it was in the corner, it was in the corner, just chilling in the corner, sitting. Like y'all seen bodega cats. Like it was like a bodega cat in the corner. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. It definitely was. I know y'all like are probably like, why are we laughing so much? I wish y'all were there. I wish I would have got a video. Like it was just one of the, and our friend didn't see it. And we were all screaming, cracking up, like crying, laughing, and she didn't see it. And I was like, oh God, girl, like I hope you get to see the dog again since she lived there.
I hate to be that person, but it was definitely one of those you just had to be there moments. And I know it's so annoying when you feel left out, but you just had to be there.
It was just, I'm so mad that you didn't say nothing though, because I wanted to see the owner. I feel like I can picture him, like use my imagination, but
Yeah, you
did
could
you
be-
see the owner, Kayla?
I feel like I did, but I just don't
Oh,
remember.
he was a tall, skinny, bald black man with a beard like this.
He looked like his dog,
And he
probably.
Like,
had
I
on a
definitely-
linen white shirt.
I feel like when I saw the dog, the owner was
Yeah, he was right
next to
there.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
When we left, the
Oh,
owner
I
He was
must have been
next to
so
him.
scared that I didn't even peep him. I looked down
I-
and I turned right around.
I think that's the reason why I didn't stare too long at the dog. It's
Oh.
because the owner was right next to him.
Oh man. Like, had Casey told me earlier, like, look, I feel like I would have asked for a picture, because that was actually crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. And, yeah.
Well, you said you wanted to laugh like that again, and you got
Wow.
it.
Every time we bring up that dog,
Whew. Wow. That did it. I feel like my bottom half mascara is off. Oh my god.
Yeah. You see this?
That was wow. That was crazy. And
Oh
that was night one, y'all.
that was
Like,
day one.
yeah. I don't even know. Where were we? The food fest. It was
Yeah.
fun.
So after that, we got Kayla and we went on the ferry, and that was really nice. I did not, okay, so if you ever been to DC, if you've been on the wharf taxi or whatever, like it's a pretty smooth ride. That ferry was on rocky waters.
It was going.
It was fast. The water was rocking. If you were seasick or whatever, river sick, lake
Ocean
sick,
sick.
you would have been sick
Yeah.
on, like, I felt like I should have taken Dramamine because I usually don't get sick.
It was great. I loved it.
It was windy, like it was nice. It was beautiful. I would love to do it at night.
And then I didn't even have to pay for it, which was, well, I mean, y'all might have to pay for it. I don't know what happened, but we weren't like required to show anything. They just let us on the ferry and let us off. But the people that were coming on after us, they definitely had their little scanner ready. But it's really cool. You can just like buy the tickets and use them anytime. So like they're not like set tickets.
So could we go back?
Yeah, like you could buy tickets now and just use it when you go back. So yeah. And it seems like they didn't have like, I don't know, it seemed like you could just get on and buy the ticket. I don't even know. But it was really nice. Like if I lived in New York and I had to like use that ferry, like I definitely would. It was
They had
very
like a bar too.
Yeah, they have food, they had snacks, they had a bar upstairs, downstairs, and the front. It was
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And then after that, y'all got food, we walked around, we
Mhm.
went back to the
The magazine store.
magazine store so I can get a co-star, mainly just for the picture.
Yeah.
And then we went to Juniors in Brooklyn. And if y'all are probably old people listening to this, but I didn't mean it like that, sorry. But if y'all watch Making the Band, the season where Diddy made them walk all the way from Manhattan to Brooklyn to get him a piece of cheesecake, that's where we went, Juniors. That exact location, which is insane. He's literally a menace. Like, why would you make people do that? And they walked back with it, and he wasn't even there.
That's crazy.
Insane. But they had like a little picture of them in the Juniors. But the cheesecake was pretty good. Because me and Kayla get the mini kind from the regular grocery store, so it was nice going to the actual location. Anyway, we went back home, and it was really time for us to go
Mm-hmm.
the next day. I don't think we did anything, right?
Yeah, we went. I think we packed and left. So that was our New York trip.
Yes, we had a blast. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, to our church announcements. That was really long, but
It was.
we haven't seen y'all talk to y'all in a minute. So yeah. Um, so our only church announcement is about the submersible
Is
submarine.
it submersible
It's
Oh
submersive.
yeah.
with a B?
Huh?
Submersible.
Please. See,
There's
I
a
wouldn't even get on nothing called that.
there's a B in it, not submersive.
Oh wow.
Well, was it last Sunday? I think it was last Sunday.
I definitely got the notification when we were in New York. So maybe.
So last Sunday was when they were like, yeah. So it was Sunday when they were taking off on like the voyage to see the Titanic. And they were supposed to be back that same day at 3 o'clock, I believe. And they weren't back at 3 o'clock. I mean, I purposely haven't been like watching any TikToks about it up until like the news.
Mm-hmm.
They are no longer here. So I don't know if y'all want to share more about it.
Yeah, I was like keeping a keeping a close eye on it because it was just so interesting. I got the because Citizens app like said, hey, like these people are missing. They went to go see the Titanic, and I was like, okay. Like I really didn't think anything of it, but of course, TikTok, man. TikTok, they just went in. They pulled up old footage of this guy, the guy that owned the Ocean Gate submersible. um he literally built this thing like in the most low budget way possible, and he even used a game controller to control it, which is actually insane. And he actually has done like a good amount of trips down to the Titanic, and like people have video footage of being down there with him. um but they just said like it just wasn't a good idea anyway, like um
And
and
then everyone that said it wasn't a good idea, part of the team, they would fire them.
Yeah, they fired the CEO, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually crazy. Like I wouldn't go on nothing like that, and the tickets were 250K a piece. Like that's a lot of money to like risk your life, but I guess when you're rich and bored it doesn't matter that much. But the other thing was that the stepson of one of the guys that was on Ocean Gate, he was at a Blink 182 is that what their name is,
Yeah.
concert.
Mhm.
And like he got a lot of like people were just like why aren't you like home sad morning looking for him, whatever. And he was just like, what am I supposed to do, like go in the ocean? And so like Cardi B actually said something, and he called Cardi B like a B word and like out of her name, and it was really ridiculous. But literally when I tell you guys, if y'all haven't watched it, like it felt like an SNL skit. Like nothing about this whole situation, even the stepson, his video like responses, like it just felt so unserious. And it just is very crazy. And then there's been a lot of memes, a lot of memes, and people are on both sides. Like you're kind of you kind of signed yourself up for that, but also like sorry to the families and the people that lost their lives. It sucks. It's a human life. But I watched an interview with President Obama, and he talked about how literally like a whole Carnival boat is missing, and they didn't even get a quarter of this coverage. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just a lot going on.
I think
But I
it's
would
like
never do that.
I think it's like 700 refugees sank,
That's
or
crazy.
and no one's talking about it. And then of course, people are saying like, "Oh, this was a distraction,"
Yeah, yeah.
a bunch of other things, or whatever. But I think the whole thing is crazy.
It
With the
is.
stepson, um, I'm like kind of like on the fence about that because personally, like I would be like home not doing anything
I would be
more.
with my mom. Like,
Right, right. But I was listening to something and they were like y'all can't what are these? They were like y'all can't critique how people mourn and like move or whatever. And it's like, okay, like yeah, like I get that or
do it
whatever.
in private.
But yeah,
Nobody
like
knows who you are.
right. um and then y'all saw the thing about the younger guy who was in it who said that he told his aunt he only went for his father for Father's Day and he was scared to go
Oh,
and he really didn't want to go but he wanted to make his dad happy and I believe his dad also went to space with Jeff Bezos.
oh,
um So yeah, like I feel bad. Like it's sad. I
it
mean,
is
when anyone
sad.
losing their life like that is sad.
Yeah. And
Period.
they said like their best guess is that it just imploded, like literally. So people can find peace knowing that they had a very quick death. Like they probably didn't even know. So, but like the pressure, like the water is so scary. And it's so like the pressure, the movement, the darkness. Like, why would you want to go down there? But like literally they have like graphics and stuff out. Like it just poof.
And then
But there's rummage everywhere.
the one guy who went like 38 or 39 times before and he went this time and people are like, you went all those other times. Like, why do you want to keep going to see the Titanic?
Waiting. I feel like people just be waiting.
Yeah, I mean, people are like the Titanic is something that people are obsessed with.
Leave that ship alone. It already took too many lives. Like, yeah. And it taken a few more. Like, this ship has been sunk for over 100 years. Like, we have
Watch
pictures,
the movie.
videos, but yeah. All right, that was a long church announcement.
For pop culture, so again, like we said before, uh, we are a couple of weeks behind, but it's still culture related, and I think we should still share it. It's very, very, very strange that Khalees and Bill Murray were to be dating. That's insane.
Yeah,
I
Lisa is a wild card.
So she's 43, he's 72. Hmm. They just seem like an odd couple.
like, what are their conversations like?
And it's not even just the age, just who they are as people. It's very odd.
Two different worlds.
Completely different worlds. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he going through something.
That's that on that.
Yeah, that's all I have.
And then yeah, Kayla, what's going on with Anita Baker?
So did you see this, Morgan?
No, I like this. I saw Anita Baker and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, it was pretty crazy. So she was going on tour with Babyface, but she said Baby Gay, not Baby Gays, Babyface was the special guest or like the supporting act of the tour.
Of his tour?
No, of her tour.
I'm confused. So whose tour is it?
It's Anita's tour,
Oh, okay.
and she had him listed as the special guest.
Okay.
So people were mad and they were like, why don't you two, why can't it be both of your tour and you're just co-headliners? They're like,
She's
why
a
is
legend.
Baby, what'd you say?
Yeah, she's a legend. I don't understand what the explain it to me.
It's because, yes, but also because Babyface in his own right is a legend too, and that he's more than just a special guest.
Mhm.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But he had to agree on this.
Yeah, and I mean, he did.
Yeah.
So people were basically bullying her for that reason. I know it was very unnecessary.
They need to stop bullying our legend aunties, okay?
Yeah. So Anita removed him from the tour. And this is what she said.
Oh God. They see y'all could have had the best of both worlds. A little Anita, some baby face.
Little Anita, go really.
Yeah, and Janine was gonna go too because she loves Babyface.
Yeah, like y'all see, they ruined it. Y'all ruined it.
Yeah.
Y'all could have had the best of both worlds because I'm sure his set wasn't gonna be short.
I mean, he is
Yeah, so
even the hits.
this is what she said. Huh?
I said he has hits, even the ones that he wrote, like
Yeah.
not just the ones
Yeah.
that he sings for other people.
So she said, after silently enduring cyberbullying / verbal abuse and threats of violence from the fan base of our special guest / supporting act, in the interest of personal safety, I will continue the songstress tour alone. Appropriate refunds will be made. So then Babyface said, I am saddened by the news that Anita Baker has decided to remove me from the tour. It's unfortunate and disheartening to see how things have played out via social media. While I was looking forward to seeing the rest of the dates, I have nothing but love and respect for Anita, and I wish her the best for the remainder of her tour.
That was the fans' fault. Like they really could have just sat there and ate their food. Like he can always go on a tour by himself.
But I also feel
Why
like
does it
she
have him on
didn't.
this one?
I also feel like she didn't need to remove him from the tour. I think that's making it worse.
Well, I feel like when you're attacked in that way, your only option, well, not only option, but your main option is to remove the thing that is causing the most issues. So like it sucks that she took him off. She definitely could have kept him on and the people that are there would have been happy. But I don't know. It just seems like she was just working in her best interest. It's her tour. So I guess her real fans will be there. So
It's funny because I didn't really know what was going on. I just kept seeing it. I started watching I think it's called like the Queens of R&B on Bravo. It's the Escape and SWV TV show that they had when they were doing their joint tour, and they were pretty much arguing about the same exact thing because Escape wanted to be headlining the tour and have SWV as not like an opener, but just as a special guest. But SWV, they were like, no, I thought we were co-headlining. It just reminded me of that. I had to get that out.
yeah.
Because I just thought that was insane.
No, I remember when that happened. I didn't watch the show, but I remember it.
Yeah. I'm like, they were real life arguing about co-headlining. I'm like, I don't see
fans are going to be happy regardless.
Because they were like, oh, well, our group name needs to be in a bigger font.
Ooh, the egos.
And that's what SWV was saying. Y'all's egos are way too high. We have
way too
more albums. Anyway.
Y'all get the best of both worlds. I don't get it. Okay.
But yeah. But last night was the BET Awards. And I feel like every single year I'm always like, oh, the BET Awards are today. I never really know when they are. But a lot happened.
And it's always late June, but I never remember.
Always late June. I personally, overall, I liked the show last night. I don't think it was the best BET Awards ever, but I thought that it was a good show. I made a list of everything that happened last night. First, Tiana Taylor won Best Director of a Music Video, and she was not there to accept her award. So her mother, along with a couple of other people, went out to accept the award. And her mom was like, you know what? I'm going to call her. So she had one of those new Android flip phones and basically had her on the Android's version of FaceTime. And Tiana accepted her award via FaceTime. And I thought it was cute, but a lot of people online were saying how it was ghetto and all this other stuff.
The
I,
BET Awards. There are no, all bets are off.
I liked that moment. I mean, you couldn't really like hear her like that
Mhm.
because the Wi-Fi was a mess, and it even said on the phone, Wi-Fi connection poor. But it was cute. She was genuinely surprised. It was nice. And this is in no particular order. Coco Jones, she won last night, and I almost started crying because her speech, it was really nice. And just to see that we grew up with her on Disney Channel. She didn't really have much going on for her for a minute.
Mhm.
Her sound went popular on TikTok. She blew back up. And ever since then, she's just been everywhere and thriving. So she was crying. I was crying. It was beautiful. Also, Lotto won for best female hip hop. And I think last night I fell in love with Lotto.
I love Lotto so much.
After I went to her Instagram and I just stalked her. Like, she's the best personality
She's
ever.
fun.
Very fun.
Mhm.
She took off her one shoe before she went on stage. Yeah, she was great. Even her performance was really like, I liked it, even though they played like a track behind everyone. She wasn't really like rapping like that, but it was still a high energy, fun performance. Um,
I like that she shouted out like other female artists right now too. That was nice. She's like a girl's girl.
I love a girl's girl.
Like, because if it wasn't for that 40-year-old bully, she would have been nice to her too. But
Mhm.
yeah,
That's a shame.
it
It
is a
really
shame. Because I'm like, Lotto's so sweet. Like, people look up to you. She talked about, the women had paving the ways for them. So I'm sure she would have used her name as an example had she not been a bully.
right.
But
Oh, also, it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So, like, all this year, like, they've been doing, not BET, but like people in hip hop have been doing things to like celebrate it. So, there wasn't a host this year due to the writer strike, which is so crazy that they're still on strike.
hidden people, y'all.
Right. But the way that the show was set up, since there wasn't a host, Kid Capri, the DJ, he was like kind of like going through like the different eras of hip hop, like West Coast, East Coast, the South. It was really nice. So he did that, and there were like dancers and stuff. It was like mini performances, kind of like when Rihanna hosted the VMAs, and everyone was like, "What is going on?"
I didn't like that.
It was different, but this was nice. Um, and then Beyonce won twice. Of course, she wasn't there. I mean, we should know by now, she's never gonna come to BET Awards ever. And
Never.
it's funny when the people accepted the award on their behalf, you could kind of hear the crowd when she won. They were like, oh, like, we all
They
know,
need to stop. They need to stop giving her awards.
girl. Unfortunately, she's not here right now. Like, we knew that.
We knew.
Chief Keef performed for the first time in 10 years because he was banned from BET.
That's funny.
So that was nice. The crowd was turned for
I
him.
bet.
Patti LaBelle did the Tina Turner, or she attempted to do the Tina Turner tribute. Um, and she was attempting to sing Simply the Best. Is that the name of the song? Is it called Simply the Best, or is it called something else?
I have no idea.
But y'all know. And But Patty always
It's
does.
called The Best.
Okay. She always does this. I feel like she never knows the words to these songs. She was like, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. And at first, I thought it was the background singer because she kept looking at the background singer like she was annoyed. But then I realized the background singer knew the words, but Patty didn't. So, but when she got to the chorus, she knew the chorus. She just didn't know the other words. But the crowd didn't seem upset. They knew what was going on. What really made me cry was Quavo and Offset's reunion. They squashed their beef, and their performance is really, really good. They started off with Takeoff's verse, and they had like a little rocket ship in the background, and they were just dancing, and then they sang Bad and Bougie. That was really nice. Like the crowd went wild. Twitter was going crazy. And Busta Rhymes won the Lifetime Achievement Award, and his performance was really good. Busta is like, he's someone that's not usually in the conversation as like best rapper, but like he has hits. He's really good.
Very innovative.
Yeah, his performances are always great. He always gives so much energy. His little speech was really nice too.
Yeah.
And that was, I also like the end performance where they just went through the different eras of dances in hip hop.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
They did the Dougie Fresh attempted to do the Dougie.
Screaming.
And then they had Kid and Play come out. They did Walk It Out. They did like all the dances.
I love that.
And then they ended with Swag Surf.
Of course.
Yeah. And that was really good. But then we found out that JT and Uzi got into a fight, and people are speculating that it was over Ice Spice, but later the publicist squashed it and said it wasn't about Ice Spice. But JT threw her phone at Uzi, and Natalie Nunn from Bad Girls Club and also Baddies on Zeus, she captured the whole thing on her phone, and it was kind of sad.
It was sad and like very embarrassing, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially hearing Uzi. What do you say? I didn't do nothing.
That was sad.
Yeah, it was quite embarrassing because I'm like, JT, like we could have waited. So like whatever was going on must have been real deep. And people were saying like she was probably intoxicated too. And I get like you can be very emotional when you're intoxicated, but like I just wish she had waited to address it because it's just so embarrassing. Like,
so on her Instagram story, like before that happened, she said something like, oh, I don't want to even go, like my anxiety is really high. And then she said something like, whenever I get dressed for these things, like it makes me nervous, but she's like, I'm still gonna go and try to have a good time. And then I also saw that they said that she was upset because she lost her seat or something like that, which kind of makes sense because she was just standing. Like, I mean, if you watch the video, you could kind of see how that makes sense. But I agree, like it just wasn't like, yeah.
Because I just would have walked out. Like I just would have went home.
Because
Like,
she threw her phone and then said, give me my phone. You just threw it.
Yeah. And then like, even though her publicist squashed it, if you listen really closely, you can hear the name Ice Spice come up. So I feel like it might have been part of the conversation, but also like if it was definitely part of it, I feel like Uzi should have told her that that was a line in his song. If that was the case. because that is a little weird. Like, it's not weird for rappers to like talk about artists, but like it is weird when your girlfriend is another female rapper. Like, it is very weird. I didn't like that.
Spice posted a picture, a selfie with her.
Girl, you could have kept that in your camera roll. Like, don't post a selfie with my man. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Like,
Especially since I think
No.
Jay-Z and Nicki are beefing, and Ice Spice is Nicki's like protege now. I just hope the girlies get along. Cause like Lotto said, hopefully we can have an all female
Oh,
rap.
did you peep Coyle Ray's outfit?
Mm-mm.
She had all the female rappers on her outfit.
Oh
Like
wow.
all of them, Nicki Minaj, everybody. It was beautiful. Like, if you like go to her Instagram, you'll see it. Like, they're just like patches. It's black and white fit. Like, she had all of the female rappers' names on there. It was so nice. I love that. Like, I wish all the girls could just get along. Like, she even had Lotto on there with their little but it was really nice. I really appreciated that.
Yeah,
But
this is nice. I see it.
yeah, it was so well done. A
My
nice
left
tribute.
eye.
Yes, it was a nice tribute to like female rappers. So
I just love how I forgot who it was, but they made a great point. Like, if you look at like new music coming out now, like it's a lot of like female rappers. Like the
Yeah.
hottest song, it's from a female rapper. And I love that, because if you go back, like we had whenever you would talk about female rappers, it would be like MC Light, Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know who Yo-Yo was like that. But yeah. Yo-Yo, the Brat. Like it was like them. And it was really just like a handful like of well-known female rappers. But now like there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many, and I love it. And I like how like they may like some may rap about like the same themes and stuff, but like they have different flows, different cadences, like their sound is different, and I like that a lot.
It's not super male dominated, which is nice. I love all the new rap girlies so much.
Did you peep? Oh, like almost all their performances were from
Wow.
rappers.
I love that. I love it. Like, this is their time, especially because like Nicki, like she really like was the female rapper for a long time. Like, I feel like my whole childhood feels like, and then like they like started to bring in some more female rappers over time. I couldn't really get into them.
Like the Dream
Is
Doll.
this new wave of girls? I don't know. It's like they got something to prove, and like they know that this is their time, and like it's just really nice. I think they're all great. Even the ones that have out of pocket songs like Sexy Red.
Did you see when they played her song during the commercial break?
Yes.
No.
Oh, Morgan. When I tell you they
No.
were lit.
Chris
Like,
Shawn
she
came over and started twerking.
She was standing. Was the cash real?
I think it was her purse.
It was
okay,
a bag?
yeah.
I thought it
It
was
might have
real.
been her purse.
It could have been real. I don't know.
It looked like it was flaky, so I think it was real. Like, I saw pictures in a video of her holding it, like her in them prescription glasses.
And then in the video, I didn't know him, but I forget his name. I want to say it's Bobby Jones. He's a gospel singer, but he was in the video, and people were like, they're really doing all that in front of Bobby Jones. And he just looked over and then he was like, what's going on?
Yes. I like that they just having fun with it. Like, it just feels fun. Like, when Meg came, I was like, ooh, like, I like her. And then like all the other rap girlies came out, and then like Lotto came back. Like, she's been doing it for a long time, but like it's nice, like everybody. And then Cardi came, I was like, oh yes, Cardi was a breath of fresh air for me. Like, yeah, we've been having fun with music, so I'm happy.
All female tour, I would go to that.
Oh, if they could all get along, But I think the young rap girlies could. Nicki probably wouldn't be able to be a part of
To
that.
be honest though,
Cardi could though.
I feel like it's really just Nicki and Ice Spice on one side and everyone else is on another side.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just them two.
Yeah. And Ice, she probably doesn't care. She's gonna where the money reside. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
Like,
And people were saying that Ice Spice was like robbed over winning the award. I don't think so. Like, I don't think like when it comes to actually rapping,
yeah, let's be
fitting, let's be serious.
she knows how to make a bop. But like I think her best line verse whatever was on her Barbie song with Nicki recently. Like I'm like, oh wow, like she actually has some kind of cadence and like, but other than that, she just gets very monotone. Like she's fun, girly pop, cute. But yeah.
She makes cute music for like the soft spoken people like us.
I like the beats.
Even the soft spoken people like Callie, who's my other girl? Oh my god, why is her name blanking on me? Oh my god. Okay, I'm blanking.
The girl
Flo
from
Millie. Flo Millie and Callie. They're very soft spoken too. But I really like them as well.
Oh, and then also with Glorilla's performance, like it wasn't her. Like you could tell they were trying to make her more like seductive.
Mm.
And everyone on Twitter was like, girl, don't let this industry try to change you. You
We
know,
like you the way
they
you
were
were.
like, oh, Glorilla, you're a real N-word. Like, don't let them change you like these other girls, okay? That's what sets you apart. But if you go and look at the performance, it was kind of awkward a little. Like,
I
she
didn't
didn't feel
watch it.
comfortable at all.
Yeah. She looked pretty though.
Yeah.
And then like so BT was posting on their TikToks and they posted Lil Mama and Glorilla like behind back to back, and people were like on Lil Mama's post, they were like the original Glorilla. But I never peeped how much like they kind of like favor the real very tiny with little big heads, and they're fair. So like I was like, oh wow. I was
I
like, they
meant
do
to
kind of
send it.
favor.
I
And Lil
meant
Mama
to
is,
send it to
she
y'all.
looks really skinny. She was already skinny, but she looks really skinny right
She
now.
looked different.
Yeah.
I meant to
She
send it
looked
to
beautiful
y'all.
too.
It was a picture of Glorilla, Lil Mama, Wendy, Raquel Robinson, and Bow Wow, and they were like, "What a beautiful family."
I saw that too.
Wait, did you say you were gonna send it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to see that.
Mhm.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that was the BET Awards. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It wasn't like it was terrible, like everyone was saying. It wasn't.
Everybody's outfits look crazy to me, except for
Yeah.
Keith Lee and his wife. They were honestly the best dressed people at the BT Awards. I don't know what the theme was, but everybody, I was like, what are we wearing? What is going on here?
Summer Walker looked nice too.
Oh yeah, she looked beautiful. But I ain't feeling that boyfriend of hers. He got too much. It's too early for it to be
But
controversy
she
in a
don't stick
relationship.
beside him.
Because she's that kind of girl. She's still like the drama. So
Yeah, everyone did look insane. Like no one
insane.
like Lotto looked good, but like I feel like she could have done better. Like everyone really could have done better to me.
And they have done better. So like even under Ice Spices, they were like, she always misses. And I'm like, yeah, everybody looked crazy to me. But the Lees, they look beautiful. I love that they were there. Apparently, his wife like has a long-standing history with like her family going to the BT Awards, which is really nice. And so they said they were invited for the first time. I love Keith Lee and their family. They just seem so nice. I hope fame doesn't change them.
And I hope we don't find nothing out.
Yeah. Keith and Ronnie. I'm watching both of y'all actually. But yeah. The BT Awards is fun, part of the culture.
Yeah. So for a question of the day, It is, what artist has major popularity but their talent lacks? And I hate to do it. I really do.
Ooh.
But I really want to give it to Ice Spice.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I know, I really love her. I really do. But I was listening to her music.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think along the lines of that, I don't know if he's like super popular now, maybe more popular because of Krishan, but like Blueface. Like there was a moment of time where he was like very popular, but like he raps offbeat and like I guess it's unique, but I don't think that he's very good.
Uh-oh.
So that's mine.
The first person that came to my head was Sweetie.
Not sweetie.
Yes, Sweetie.
I'm exiting this conversation. That's my girl.
I like her as a person,
I
but
even have an icy necklace.
we're I mean, she's not the best. You really like her music?
No, I like.
Oh, okay. But no,
So
I like
she's kind of
her.
like the original Ice Spice, like where she put out cute songs. Like people will still sing her songs; they are a bop. But yeah, she's not a rapper.
Pull up in my hood best dress. That's
But yeah, is that my Bessie and it's Tessie? I love Sweetie. Yeah, I wouldn't say she doesn't have any talent though, or lack. Like I don't know. I think she's very talented, but I don't think she's
No,
the
I think
best.
she lacks talent.
Mm, no, I don't think she's the strongest rapper, but
okay. We're not, let's keep the question clear, okay? Someone who lacks talent. Yeah,
I
I know.
s-
I agree. I agree. I think she, like, I like her as a person, but I think she lacks talent
no,
when it
I have
comes
to
to
disagree.
rapping.
I don't think
and I
she's.
feel like a lot of people would agree too,
They
because I've
do
seen,
agree.
Aren't
yeah,
y'all
I've
a bunch of
seen that.
haters? Y'all are just all haters.
Okay,
I
Morgan's
mean,
just blind.
her album sale or
It
whatever
doesn't matter. It doesn't
showed
matter.
for it. It
Move on. Next
was
topic.
like what,
We're
3,000?
not going to talk about my girl, Sweetie.
Yeesh.
Ooh,
Next.
That's
Who
Morgan
else?
could sell more than that.
No, I couldn't.
You could.
but let's not even like keep it to music. Like think broad. Like
I think that's where I am with Sweetie. Like, yes, I can agree. I don't need to hear her rap again. But in other aspects, she's a businesswoman. Like she's smart, she's talented, she's beautiful. She like her Icy University series really did something for me. Like I think she can use herself in other spaces, but I don't think she lacks talent in that. And if we're talking about talent, she doesn't lack talent.
but we're
She lacks
talking,
rapping ability.
so in their career, like she
Yeah,
is a rapper.
but
I
she
think
still
she
does a lot.
I think she,
A
but
lot
we're
of
talking about just like if they're a rapper, if they're an actor.
But that's a box. So if we're talking about music, okay, I agree with y'all. But if we're talking about talent,
yes.
period,
No,
No.
so I
and
think that's like the point of the question, like just in their like respective lane. I agree with you with the other stuff, but rapping, I think she
I do
lacks.
too.
okay, yeah. Well, I can agree with that. I've said that.
Okay.
I'm done.
We do have some multi-talented people. And did y'all hear that Future is like gonna be like a creative director of like some luxury line or whatever? I was like, I'm
No, I didn't
confused.
hear.
Like, I don't think Brett, like he's like a fashion icon. Like Pharrell in the fashion world makes sense. Kanye in the fashion world makes sense. Future in the fashion world. I mean, I guess it's like a clear crossover for a lot of artists, but
If we're talking about, like I said, like think when you think of the question, don't think just like music wise. I think Gucci is popular, but they lack
As a brand,
a brand.
absolutely.
I
Yeah. Yes, they lack as a brand for sure. I
very
think they're more accessible, and I think they knew who their target audience was for their like majority of items. But they do have some really good stuff, but I feel like most people wouldn't know about it unless you like really had a lot of money.
yeah,
They do have a lot of quiet luxury stuff that's nice.
I agree. Um, I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
Let's put Beyonce in acting lane. She lacks acting talents,
Oh
but she
yeah,
can do everything else.
yeah,
Watching Beyonce act is like watching paint dry.
yeah.
So sorry, B.
We're going to keep it at their main
No,
thing.
I'm doing different categories of people, of what they do. We can't just box people into one thing.
Okay, I feel like we're moving away
So
from it.
like, yeah, I'm moving away from it definitely. But yeah, like Pharrell and Kanye, they can do everything. They are the epitome of talent in all industries. But yeah.
Whenever we post this on Instagram, this question, I hope
Ooh,
people understand.
yes. Oh, I think they will. I think I've made it very clear what I'm talking about and what y'all are talking about.
Okay.
Um, no, yeah,
I feel like I have an actor or actress in mind, but it's not coming to me.
I don't know why Aquafina just keeps popping in my head. She's just cringy, like. Ugh.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think that's.
I thought she was good in The Little Mermaid, even though it was just her voice.
I like Aquafina, but I can understand like the ick that people could have with her.
Very icky.
But she was good in The Farewell. It was kind of a serious movie, but she was good in that. But
I
I
think
understand.
she's a good actress though.
There's an actor or actress I'm thinking of too, but it's not popping in my head.
I think the like so this might just be a preference, but I feel like a lot of like when mumble rap came out and like the kind of like that era, like I think a lot of them were very popular, but I don't think they really had any talent.
Oh, I agree.
I
Yeah.
can
I
see
hated that era so much. Like and like basically it was just like little troll kids making them famous, but like yeah.
Yeah, everyone in that category,
Everyone.
everyone. I
that.
cannot stand them.
Yeah, everyone.
Because people are saying like, and maybe I just need to listen to their music.
Mhm.
But the ones that I've heard, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't like it. But they're saying like Lil Baby is like the best of this generation. And
We know how Caleb feel about Lil Baby.
and I don't see it, but maybe I need to listen to like his deep cuts. Like I don't know.
I
People
like Lil
tell
Baby.
people tell me if you listen to the lyrics, then they're really good. But just hearing it, I can't get past
It
the
sounds
sound.
like like
Wow. Yeah, I don't
I
know. I'm not a rap girly, so I can't really like speak on rap because that is not my genre of choice. So I always have to take a deeper dive with rap, except for the rap girlies, the literal rap girlies right now. I love them. But like male rappers specifically, like, oh my God, a lot of people like Rod Wave. He's depressing.
depressing.
I cannot listen to that man's music. I'm sure he's talented because people really, really like him, but I'm like, I can't get into it. I'm not listening to him.
Yeah, he and people like go crazy over
They
him.
go crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it, but don't kill me.
New clip. It's like,
No, our clip is of us cracking up.
oh, yeah, that was it. Okay,
Please don't go crazy on me. And you already know who I'm gonna say. The girl's bracelet I've been wearing for the past couple of weeks.
oh, Kayla's gonna kill you. It's your favorite artist.
Continue.
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
Lex Talent.
Now. I had a great time with my sister and friend at the concert. I feel like we had a great time. I think that her music is really,
Vanilla.
yeah.
Yes.
Are you about to cry?
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna cry.
yeah, Taylor Swift. She's fun. She's obviously a huge artist. She has a lot of songs that a lot of people know. She's made a huge impact. But I have to agree, like, I just can't get into her music. It's just like me with the Rap Boys. Like, something about the music just doesn't resonate with me. But like the stuff that we grew up with, and then some of the pieces of music that she's came out with recently, I really enjoyed. But like everything in between, I'm just like,
Her old music is great.
yeah.
I think she lost some flavor, like some
When she
soul
went pop,
when she went pop. Like, to me, and I can be completely wrong because I didn't even listen to the albums, but I feel like the Folklore, Evermore, that whole era, it
I
just all
never want to hear that
sounds the
again.
same.
Yeah,
And like I feel like,
There's a theme.
okay, that's
no,
cool. But
we hear the theme.
I also, when we were listening to Bejeweled, the one line where she's like, familiarity breeds contempt or whatever, that is way too long,
It's
where
too long.
she's like, like
That's
saying too many words, like too fast.
funny. That's funny.
And the night before the concert, no, the day after the concert, I went in mom and dad's room, and mom was like, "Oh, how was the concert?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like we had a good time." I was telling her about it. And on the news, they had like people outside, they were recapping the concert. And mom was like, "I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see how all these people are showing up for this one person." And she was like, she's a good singer, but like, I don't get like the fan base or whatever. And I basically told her what I
Get the
was
fan base.
I told her what I was telling you guys. And she was like, "Yeah, I get it." She was like, "But don't ever tell Kayla that."
Oh, not to tell her on
And
the
here I
pod.
am telling you. Um, it feels good to get it out.
I just like Taylor Swift is a very vanilla artist, and it just is what it is. But like
I
today,
think-
I had a group thing, and like we were asked who our heroes were, and a girl literally said Taylor Swift, and I thought that was very interesting because I was like, hero, but music has a big impact on a lot of folks, so I can understand,
And I also think that Rory and Maul, they kind of said it best in their last episode, how Taylor Swift's music is really broad. Like,
Mhm.
I know there are some things in her music where she talks about specific things and
Different
specific
eras.
events, right, in her
Eras.
life. But a lot of her music it's relatable to these 13, 15, 16 teenage girls who are going through the phases of finding themselves and dating and stuff. And I just feel like as an artist, her sound may have changed, but I feel like the content of her music has just always kind of been the same. But I could be completely wrong because I haven't listened to these last albums in its entirety. I only really know her old music and the popular songs.
Yeah.
You may now speak, Kayla.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I understand where you're coming from, but obviously I disagree that she lacks talent. I understand that you don't like the sound of the songs, but like my long conversation with Shanira on the train, her songwriting is top tier, especially for folklore. Most of her albums, I think she is one of the best songwriters. Yes, yes. She can tell a story. That's all I have to say. If you don't like how things sound, yeah, I get it. I get that those last like 5 albums aren't your thing, but Taylor can write. So I disagree that she lacks talent.
Okay.
So that's
Cool.
that.
I really like the Reputation era though. She was like, y'all not about to talk about me no more. Definitely my favorite era of Taylor Swift. But I think we could go into our songs of the week.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a speak now listening party.
I'm gonna be there.
If you don't want to come,
I'm coming.
that's fine.
I'm assuming you're having it here.
I don't know. We might change venues.
Be here. Listen, I like early Taylor Swift and like 2 songs on the new album.
Yeah, I like early Taylor Swift too.
Yeah. Songs of the week. Did you have something else to say?
No, well, I was just gonna say when I first saw the post, the person had like asterisks, like she was spelling out an artist's name, but with asterisks, so you kind of had to guess who it was, and the number of asterisks equal to The Weeknd, and I thought that was funny because I think he can sing, but like I think he's someone where all of his music sounds the same, which is ironic.
Oh, yeah.
So my song of the week.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember in high school, I was like, all his music sounds exactly the same. He was like, there were some guys that went to our high school and they like were obsessed with The Weeknd. And I'm like, literally every song he puts out sounds the same. Am I gonna sing all of them? Absolutely. But it all sounds the same. I'm also watching his show right now. Well, he's on the show called The Idol. It's real freaky. But they like critiqued his acting. So I guess The Weeknd lacks acting talents.
Yeah. Well, this really goes into my song of the week. I'm also watching The Idol, and yes, the show is very freaky. Sam Levinson, whatever his name is, director, creator, whoever of Euphoria, you can see the themes.
Mhm.
The Idol, like that man needs therapy or something. Like, but anyway, my song of the week is Popular by The Weeknd featuring Madonna and Playboi Carti. And the song right now is like a trending song on TikTok. So when I heard it, I was like, ooh, I like this. Like it gives me like early 2000s pop kind of feel. And then when I listen to the whole thing, I'm like, okay, this is probably my song of the summer. Like I think it can be the song of the summer for real. Like it's
Do
a
I
real,
know
it's like, no, I can't sing it.
it? Okay, I'll look it up afterwards.
Like the beat, I really like it a lot. It kind of sounds like a Pharrell Neptune's beat a little bit.
Oh, fun.
Like it's a fun song. I think it's like a really well-made pop song. So you got Madonna, The Weeknd, Playboy Cardi. Yeah.
Ooh. My song of the week is called These Four Walls by a guy named Kamari. I don't know if he's popular or not. I think he might be, but I found him on TikTok where I usually find my songs of the week. But I like listening, like I just went on Apple Music and like played him, and I have like his music has just been playing nonstop for me. He has a theme, a vibe where like all his music kind of sounds the same too, but it's like nice. Like I can just listen to it. And so I chose one song, but I put multiple songs. But I listened to a lot of different songs. I just did that one because it was the most popular, and that's the song I found him with. So he's very nice. Give him a listen.
What's the vibe? Who could you compare him to?
I think maybe like Lucky Day.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's probably why I like him a lot. But he's more, I don't know. Just take a listen. I'll send over These Four Walls. But just an R&B kind of vibe. I like how his tone is. I don't like all R&B guys. Like I can't get into like the August Alsinas of the world, but the Lucky Days, yes.
That's real R&B.
Yeah. So
I feel like you listen to a lot of vanilla music.
Vanilla?
I could tell. I could tell. I could tell. I knew it was coming.
But vanilla from Black artists? I'm gonna need you to redact your statement.
I knew it was coming, but
Your artists are vanilla because they are actually vanilla. My artists are chocolate because they're chocolate. Kamari is a Black man that makes R&B music. Lucky Day is a Black man that makes R&B music.
Candy Drip is the most R&B name of an album, cover, everything.
I actually couldn't really get into Candy Drip that much, but his other album I love. I'm playing on repeat forever. But girl, this is not vanilla music. This is chocolate music, literally. Like R&B is literally the heart and soul of Black folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry that we attacked your girl today, but you're not about to call my chocolate artist vanilla.
Sleepy music.
Huh?
Anyways, is it my turn?
What'd you say?
I said sleepy music.
Okay, I'll take it. It's a vibe. Now this is mild chaos, but
I'm a keep that to myself.
nah, you should say it.
You said sleepy music, but me and Morgan were about to fall asleep during the Folklore Evermore era.
It was a long day. But anyway.
No, she spent too much time on that
day.
era. We needed to move on expeditiously.
Now I know in the future I will go by myself.
No, we had a good time.
You.
You have to separate it. Like
I've been kept in the dark.
No, we had a great time, Kayla. That's just not our. Yeah, she's very important to the culture of our upbringing, like to pop music, to whatever. Like like I'll give Taylor her flowers. She's just like all that middle stuff is just kind of like not for me. Just like I said, just like with the rap guys, I really can't get into them. That doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that
doesn't mean that they're not important to the culture. It's just not your cup of tea.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to listen to them. I am going to listen to them.
That's the part that I'm fine with that part.
Yeah, so I'm a be able to speak now.
It's listen just the lax talent part.
It's the what?
It's the lax talent.
Well, I didn't say that, so.
You know what my favorite thing is with you guys? I like saying a statement or causing drama between you two, and y'all just be arguing. I just sit back. It's so funny.
Right, what's your song of the week, Kayla?
Song of the week.
Now I'm mad that I chose this song. because it's by vanilla people, but I've been on an 80s kick.
The only
So-
vanilla person I really vibe with is Harry Styles. Now that I give it to you. I love me some Harry.
That's some good vanilla music.
That's some good vanilla music.
And I would see him again.
I wasn't really like connecting with, maybe it was just the Madison Square Garden, or maybe we were too far up,
I
but
think we were too far up.
I feel like I need to repeat, like I need to redo that again, but closer.
In like that thing with the TV kind of like talking. Yeah, it was
I
weird.
wasn't really feeling, like it was nice to say I went, but like I feel like I wasn't there, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But sorry, Kayla. Introduce your vanilla song of the week.
The song is called Alone, which is how I feel right now. And it's by I guess the band called Heart, which is something you don't have. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to connect it.
No, you're not.
No, I really am. I really am. I really am. I feel better now.
Okay. That you attacked us. Well, you threw jabs.
She had to get her lick back.
I did. So yeah, that's my song. Listen to it if you want. Whatever.
Yeah, I've heard of them before.
Do I know the song?
You might not know the song, but you know the band. They do Barracuda.
Oh,
Yeah,
Barracuda.
they're sisters.
Oh, just like us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are two other vanilla people that I want to give a shout out to. Chris Stapleton and Keith Urban.
Okay, so when we say vanilla, we're talking about white people now?
Yes. But not all vanilla is the same. Some people are vanilla bean. Chris Stapleton is a vanilla bean.
The vanilla bean.
But you know, like the vanilla ice cream that's like off brand and you don't really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. That's how I feel about most country music. They be talking about the same thing.
Yeah, I can't get in the country like that. I think it all sounds the same. I mean, they could say the same about rap too, but I think it all sounds the
I
same.
feel the same about rap too, if we're being honest.
Like, it's always like, oh, I went down the street with my tractor.
Maybe talk about whiskey.
My girl don't love me no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get into that.
Okay, Kayla, what's your quote? I'm excited to hear this.
Oh, I put in the notes that I was gonna save it for next week, but since I'm in a better mood now, I'm okay.
You
with
was gonna
sharing
skip it because you was in a mood. That's Gemini behavior.
it. Yes.
What in the Gemini behavior is happening today?
You're actually acting like a Gemini today, right now in this moment. It's crazy.
And we in Cancer season.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So this quote is from The Office, the character Andy Bernard. And I forget what I was watching or listening to. And they brought up this quote. Oh, yes. It was, it might have been, what's the podcast? Oh, Unfiltered, Casey. I think it was that. So Matt brought it up. Andy said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you actually left them.
Run that back.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
That's depressing.
It is.
It's
nice.
It is nice. And then it had me thinking. And I feel like
we're in that now.
We are in it.
That's depressing to me.
And that's what I put in my notes. I said, we are in it.
Oh, okay. I guess we can be, what's the word? Mindful or aware. We are in it and we are aware of it.
I think life is definitely going to get better for us. But I feel like right now, us three as a collective
Mount
Just-
Chaos, the collective.
right. We've just done a lot together. And I think when we look back, we're just gonna be like, wow, like we saw 3 big artists in concert 3 days in 3 different cities.
Back to back to back. Like
Back to back.
that goes down in history.
Yeah, like things like that. So thank you for Kayla, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm excited. Like, if any of us decide to have children, like it'd be one of those things where you'd be like, yeah, me and your aunties used to like, do we have pictures? We need to start taking some pictures. Okay, yeah, we need some pictures. Oh, I can't wait for you to get your thing developed.
I'm gonna bring my camera to whatever we do
Okay.
this weekend and take pictures. We can talk about it more offline, but me and Kayla, we're gonna go downtown 4th of July to go see Ludacris. You're more than welcome to attend if you would like.
Oh, is this my invite? Kayla, can I come?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going because I'm off. I don't got nothing else to do.
Because y'all talked about how good Ludacris was at
Ludacris was so good.
I want to experience that
Ludacris
for
was
free.
so good. Like the fact like that you could forget how good an artist is just because they're like outdated is crazy. I mean, like all hits, no misses. We had a ton.
All hits. We knew every single song.
Every single word to every single song. Like, and he was great. Like he has a great stage presence. Like he interacted with us. He was talking about catching a flight and like, I don't know. It was just like a nice experience. So
it was perfect. I do not need to hear a Ludacris deep cut. I truly don't. And I'm glad we didn't.
it was a deep cut.
A song that's not popular.
Like a
Yeah,
big
not well known. Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to. Do he have any of those?
He has albums.
Oh,
so
I guess I've never listened to a Ludacris album.
Exactly. We
I don't
don't
think
need
you
to
need
hear
to.
the deep cuts.
What if there are some deep cuts that hit that just didn't make the cut?
And you know
Maybe.
what? I think about that often. And that's why I wanted to start listening to albums
Yeah.
of like really big people. That's why I started with Jay-Z. Because I'm like, I know all the hits, and people
Yeah.
say that he's the greatest rapper.
Yeah.
I hear these deep cuts that make him the greatest rapper.
Yeah.
So
You know what? That's good. I feel like I want to follow in your footsteps on that one. I don't know who I want to start off with though.
because I would never listen to a Ludacris album, a full album ever. But now I want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can report back. I think we talked about this like
If
Mhm.
it does. Yeah.
yeah, but all right. This has been a very, very long episode, but it
Yes.
made up for us being gone forever.
All right. It was nice talking to y'all. We will see y'all next week. Bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye, y'all.